see Brock Purdy and the Atlanta Falcons versus Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard out there.
On first down, Purdy. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, This is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
From the 31, Allen. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He goes once again right back to Hardy. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd down and 3. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Allen now on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Hardy's got it on the out route. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Draw play. This is Hines. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brissett. It's caught. Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Falcons at 13-2 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. First down, Brissett. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Play action now. Brissett. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Patterson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful
than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move.
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Toward the right sideline, but it's...
With the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Brissett to throw on first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett under pressure. They got him again. Ed Oliver, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Brissett now. And this will be caught by Mooney. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. On now the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know. Looking ahead.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And that'll go to cancel out a very nice return on the punt.
And that one was a hold. And I don't know what the percentages are between holding calls and illegal blocks in the back, but both of them go a long way towards wiping out nice returns.
Play fake, Brissett. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. From the red zone now, Brissett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Terrace Marshall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Completes it today. Juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Allen. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coach. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show. In favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call. And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play. Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him. Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Brissett. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down. By the face mask, here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now this offense gets set for the next series. We get a peek at Terrace Marshall, who leads them onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. He finds Hardy on the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Purdy's throw caught here by Metcalf. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy steps away to his left. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that is incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case,
touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 35 yards. And the Falcons extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead open. Up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division.
Morris fighting. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble is kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On 1st and 10, Brissett flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, Brissett. Open man is lost, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tristan Ebner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built up the efforts of this defense.
To try again after the sack, Allen. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Brissett. Smith catches left side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Brissett on 1st down. Able to get away. Rolling, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Pass protection is 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brissett And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Brissett's throw pulled in by Marshall. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Back to throw. Allen, throw left side, complete. That's Hines. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Allen again. Setting up the screen, Harris. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. It's hauled in by Hardy. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Now Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Hardy. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, Metcalf, what a catch. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Marshall coming in motion right. A 1st down throw for Brissett. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Atlanta, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
So many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. God power from my head and my feet. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street so I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on I think as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing that win me. Yeah, crazy thing that win me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G, flossing with a gold chain.
My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for the